Hey guys, welcome to another video, Paint with Rick. Today what we're going to do, let's see if I can get a little layout going here. What I was thinking today, we'll have a lower landscape here, and then with something coming across it here, we'll put a mountain back in here, right? And then we'll have some trees running over on the side here, and then we'll bring this this foreground down closer to us, and we'll have some huge trees maybe going into the sky from down here. So today what we're going to do, we're going to have a blue sky with some blue turquoise, and we'll get lighter as we come down. Let's start with I got some blue on here already. My technique, I just use these chip brushes, and I mix linseed oil with oil paint. That's what gets it to move on the canvas, okay? This is not the Bob Ross technique, so I kind of like this technique better because you don't lose the intensity of your color. It doesn't. There's no white underneath, and the colors tend to stay more intense. You don't lose the color. Let's throw a little bit of turquoise, believe it or not, underneath there. Same brush, it'll mix with the blue on your brush, just to give us a different color in here, different hue in the sky. We know our mountain's going to be here, so what we'll do now, we're getting close to our horizon. We'll dip your brush into a little titanium white and grab some of that turquoise and bring it down to your horizon now to lighten this up, okay? Just like that. And with the same brush, this same brush you've been using, just wipe off the paint with a paper towel, and we'll kind of blend this in. There's good blender brushes out there. I'm just using one of these for now for the sake of the video to get done quicker. You can also change some of this value back here. You can wipe it down a little, get some of the excess off, and then hit it again with your blender brush. See how it creates different hues in the sky there, and it's still the same color. The intensity of it's either lighter or... That looks like a pretty cool sky. Let's pull some nice white clouds in that sky. I just mixed my white with a little linseed oil, so our mountain's going to be here. What we'll do, let's bring our clouds down at an angle from the left here. Just pretend like you're tapping in the very top of the cloud, okay? And then I'll show you how I blend this down into a cloud. Mountains in here, so we'll put some small floaters down here around the mountain. Let's just do a few clouds today. I don't want to kill all this nice blue up there and the turquoise color, which I probably already almost did. So now what I do is I just pull the bottom of my cloud down a little like this. I don't want these too big. You can pull them as big as you want. And then we're going to blend all this once you get your cloud shaped. You just pull it down a little. What it's doing, mixing in with the turquoise color underneath there. If you leave the top, the white, it'll stay the brightness of the white will stay on the top of the cloud for you. Good way to make clouds. And it works, because I sold a lot of paintings using this technique on the clouds. So I'm trying to rush through it, but you could take your time. But this technique does work. People really enjoy it. So I know if you use the Bob Ross technique, it's probably difficult because you got white underneath there. It's hard to blend into your color underneath, because the white kind of dulls it out, you know. But the blue under here, it actually helps make the cloud look like it's got different value in there. So, all right, let's pull this cloud down a little further here, like it's behind these. And there you go. Just shaped our clouds there. And now with the cleaner brush, one that's fairly clean, we're going to blend our sky. Let's blend our lower sky in here. You want to blend your sky in, and then just the lower portion of your cloud, just blend it together. Okay, very lightly. When you get up here, just go very lightly. Very lightly blend. You can blend the top part of your cloud up here if you want. It'll look like it's further back. But let's blend all this in now. Maybe we'll blend most of the clouds. We'll leave the one on top unblended on top so you can see the difference. All right. Let's blend our sky here a little better. I'll have to retap some of these clouds up here because I hit it with the blender brush. So just reshape your clouds up there. There we go. Good enough for today. But you guys can pause it and take your time. If you want to make this blue look a little different, just rub a little white into it to make it blend better, because this is the straight color up here. So you can add just a little white if you want and just kind of blend it in. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna call that good for today. That looks pretty good. Cool sky on some turquoise and blue. Let's do a mountain now with some black on a palette knife. We're gonna shape a mountain in here. Just right below these clouds. Let's make our peak come down pretty quick. Then we'll add some other peaks in here as we're coming down. When I highlight this, it'll all come together. So just put the top part of your mountain on there. And with the brush, we're going to pull it down just a little to shape the bottom of our mountain. Just pull that black down. It also gets it ready for our white when we put some snow up there. Just pull it down like that. That's good. And then kind of, you can blend in a little bit down here, some black. Very good. All right, so with the same palette knife that you put the black on, we're going to put some white up there. Straight white. And then the other side, we'll probably put some turquoise on it for the shady side of our mountain. So what I do with, just stay to the right side of your peak and slowly pull the snow down. As you come down, you're going to start turning to the side a little. Don't go over the white again because it'll dull it out. So just stay to the left of your peak, and let's pull some snow down, and then start bringing it to the side once you get halfway down, because the mountain starts running like this as the further you get down. So got another peak here. Put a little snow up there. We'll put some snow out here. There we go. I'll try and lighten this up because we're going to have some trees coming over here just to lighten this side of the mountain. All right, now grab a little bit of that turquoise color. If you didn't use turquoise, just use blue. Mix a little blue in with white, and we're going to pull the shady side of our mountain. So this is where the sun's hitting. Everywhere you see white. So just to the left of your white, pull down, and over here pull to the side a little, and create some ridges in here, just like that. This is going to represent where the sun's not hitting, okay, the shady part. You could dull this color down too with gray, but I wanted to keep it bright just for the video. If you do your mountain just like how I'm doing here, where I put it exactly where I put the white, and then just to the left of your white, that's where you're going to put shade in, okay? You don't have to kill all your black either. Wherever you put this shady color, it creates the mountain. Actually, it makes it look cool. So just run your color down. With mountains, you don't have to be careful. You do have to kind of put it in the right spot, you know, just left of your snow or your lighter color. Just like that. We'll leave that black spot. I'll show you. It'll look cool when we're done. So now with a brush, just pull a little bit of the bottom of your mountain to fade it out a little. Just at the bottom here. And kind of scrub it in here. This will be our ground, some of our distant ground here. All right, now with your with a clean brush, we're going to fade the back of the mountain so it looks further. So what you do is you'll rub the sky and the mountain, blend it very lightly to make it look like it's getting further in the distance, or it's going around the mountain. Very lightly blend your mountain and sky just like that. All right, I like that. Now we're going to grab our sap green and we're going to do our landscape now. We're going to design our landscape how we're going to do it today. Today I'm just envisioning a grass across the front here, so let's just pull some sap green across like this, okay? And then I'm going to have another ridge coming down, another hill coming this way across it. We'll put some trees up here in a little bit, but let's just get our ground in so we know what's going on here. Let's put a little bit of, mix a little bit of yellow ochre on the bottom of this green now, just to, we'll get a different flavor coming in here. Yeah, I love this color. It makes it look like the grass is going dormant for the season. So we'll blend this all in when we need to. So right now we're just trying to get our some land down here to see how we're going to shape everything. So I'll probably have two trees coming over here. And then, like I said, we'll have two big trees coming from way down here. So all this is going to be open land in here. Let's grab some more sap green and finish this up here. Let's just rub some green in here, down here. Maybe somewhere we'll be able to sneak some water around. So let's do this. I just want this to be grass back there. So with a paper towel, we're going to change the value of this color back here with the paper towel by just wiping some of the paint away back there. Okay. It makes it lighter. It'll make it look further in the distance. We can do that here too. And we might run some trees back here on this side. Let's just rub in this landscape, mix all them colors together. Let's put a couple trees there real quick, see how it looks. So with your fan brush, today what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of, on the trees on the right, I'm going to put a little gray in it to change the tone, to make them darker. So let's tap a tree, bring the trunk down here, and with the corner of your brush, let's start popping in some evergreen branches here. Just go slow and take your time. You got to reload your brush again. Do it. I start from the middle and just kind of tap my branches out. I'm going to have a chart made here pretty soon. There's a lot of different types of evergreen trees, and then I can start telling you which one I'm doing on the picture. So let's do one right behind that. Put a little gray, mix a little gray in your paint, and of course you got linseed oil in there. Just tap in. I like that. We'll probably pull this ground out here like this and just maybe add some bushes in front of those trees, just like that. So let's tap in a foreground down here. We'll do some more trees on this side. What we got to do though, we got to blend our grass in here, because once we go over it, we won't be able to fix it too much. So another thing you can do, if you want to lighten your back area, just take a fan brush with some white, and you can lighten this up as well with white paint. It makes it look further back. You could do it back here too. When I wiped it, it was just kind of giving you an idea what it's going to look like, to give you ideas. But you lighten up that green with white, and it pulls the landscape back, okay? So to make this a little more interesting down here, let's maybe add a little brown in here. Yeah. Alright, so let's pull this. Now let's blend all this in here. Like you blended your sky, just lightly blend all these colors together. Because once you put these trees here, you won't be able to do this. So we could do this a little bit here just to see how it looks. But you see how it pulls all the colors together when you do this? The more colors, the better. You don't want just one color green in here, okay? And always remember to lighten the distance way in the back. Make sure you lighten that up a little. You don't want it dark back there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to plop some bushes down here. And then we're going to know where we need to bring our trees to. Just put some bushes down in here like this. This is sap green. I think it still has a little bit of gray in it, so pull this back. Create your land underneath there. You see that? This is how I do my landscapes. I just do them on the fly, and then you can change it as you go. Yeah. All right, for these trees, I'm going to make them a little darker because we're going to add black. When you add black to your sap green, it'll indicate like it's in the shade. So let's pull a big tree down over our mountain here. This will be, we'll pull the trunk down here, and then let's create our tree. So stay small at the top up here. Just tap in your branches. Stay small on top, and as you come down, you make these branches wider. And as you're coming down, you're tapping into the color underneath, and it's also picking that up. So you're getting different hues in these branches, even though you've just got one color on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a wet on wet technique. See how this picked up some of the cloud there? But when you come down, don't go over it anymore. Just that one time, that's it. See how this brown looks behind here now? It looks pretty cool, huh? So I was like, well, let's put another tree, but I don't want to kill this color. It looks very nice. We could put one back here, a small one. It may look like there's no room, but there is. Watch, we're going to bring our trunk down, and as it comes down, it's going to mingle with this tree, and it's going to look really cool. It's going to look like this tree is behind this one here, okay? That's what we want. All right, that looks good. I kind of like that. Kind of finished this up already under here. Let's see what we could do underneath these trees. Maybe we can just pull some grass like this underneath, and then lightly blend that. See how cool that is? And you could change that if you want. That's what I like about landscapes. Like, it's endless. The possibilities are endless. Let's tap a bush down in here, just a small one. This sap green has more black in it, so it's gonna look like it's in the shade down here. And then we can retap these bushes here to get a darker color in front of our evergreen trees there, because these are going to be in the shade here. Pull our ground out. Just like that. Let's run some water down here. I'll show you how I do that. This is water. It's not a river. It's just snow melt that comes from the mountains after when it starts warming up. So from way back here in the distance, we're gonna bring some white and start wiggling in some water. Okay, we'll bring it maybe down to the left here in front of these evergreen trees. I call it wiggle. Let's wiggle some water down here, and we'll wiggle it over this way in front of this tree, so it'll look like it's going in front of there. That's all you got to do. This is just snow melt water coming down. And we'll retap these bushes so it looks cool. But don't try too much. We want it to look like that. We want it to look like Impressionism. So grab your brush again and fix the top of these bushes here. Just like that. It looks like that water's going in front of the evergreen trees here like that. All right, we're coming to an end of the video. Let me make sure it's running. Give this one a try if you like the layout. You can put points on your trees with your knife. Just pull the paint that's already there up like that. And now you can also, to finish your painting off, you guys can put whatever you want in there. I just run a liner brush through. I dip it in my linseed oil and run it through black, and then you can start putting twigs in here. Different directions. Make them curve like this too, you know. Go in, don't put too many, just enough to show that there's some other foliage down here. Around these trees you need some twigs. You can run it in between them too, like this, and on the side. Just like that, not too many. And let's put a bird up there. You always got to put a bird up there. You need some kind of creature to enjoy this nature here. God's creation, right? There's a bird flying down low there. Give him a friend there. Okay. Very good. I like that, guys. Give this one a try if you like it. And we'll see you on the next video. I'll post this one. I'll finish it up a bit, and I'll post it on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle in the description there. See you later.